Difficult days ahead for employees at Omaha-based Union Pacific Railroad. The company is announcing layoffs. Dave Zavolinsky is at the 6 on Your Side alert desk with what we know now.
Aaron, the company says it is, quote, changing its culture and looking to reduce layers of management. It also says it's looking to empower employees on the front lines to drive decision making. And the changes do include some workforce reductions. According to a UP spokesperson, the reductions represent less than 5% of the total management workforce. And all employees who are impacted were given the opportunity to apply for craft professional roles in other parts of the railroad. And the company has roughly 5,600 management jobs. That 5% would amount to about 275 people, but the final number of cuts will depend on how many managers take other jobs with the railroad. Reporting from the 6 on Your Side alert desk, I'm Dave Zavolinsky.